Everybody, it's Juanita from Crafty Stitch Away. So today we're going to be doing a baby boy sweater set. I don't know why I said baby boy because you can make it for anybody in any colors you would like. It is going to be a 0 to 3 month size that I'm doing. Changing your hook size and measuring the measurements to the size you want. It's that simple to make this bigger. It's a very simple pattern. I'm going to do it this way, watch me instead of just showing my hands because I find this more personal as opposed to the hand part. So you can give me a heads up which one you would like better. So the tools you are going to need for this specific video, I'm just going to be doing the pants because it'll be too long if I do it all in one. So I'll do the pants, the hat, and the sweater. It'll be 3 separate videos, 3 parts to the whole set. But the hooks you will need for the entire set are a 3mm, 3.5mm, 4mm, and a 4.5. And for the sweater and the pants, you'll use the 3 and the 3, or the 3 and the 4. And for the hat, you will use the 3.5 and the 4.5. So we are going to start off with the pants today. Now you can do variations of any colors you would want to do. The picture shows a wedge, like a wedgewood blue, a gray, light gray, and a white. Today I'm going to use some browns. So it's worsted weight 4 yarn that you will use. It doesn't take a whole lot. So I got Craft Smart. It is great value and it's quite soft. This color is called a mocha, which is the darker color. And I got one that's called a coffee. And then some white is my little splash of color. So you can mix match the colors however you want. So what we're going to do is start off with the ribbing with our 3mm hook. You will need stick pins too when we get to the sweater part. But for this, you don't need them. So what we're going to do is make a slip stitch. We're going to do a chain of 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to single crochet in each stitch across. Which will give us a 6 count of 6 single crochets. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. Now using the back loop only, we are going to single crochet across. Back loop, this is the ribbing of the pants. All the ribbing of this is all done in the back loop. So again, we're going to go across, and this is fairly simple. We're just going to keep doing this back and forth, only using the back loops. Whoops. Chaining 1 at the end, turning and going back and do it for 6 stitches. And we're going to do this from 1 to 50 rows. So by the magic of whatever, I'd already done my 50 rows. So this is basically what it should look like. And I know it looks super tiny. As I said, this is a 0 to 3 months. But don't forget it's crochet and it stretches. So you don't want to make it the actual waist of a 3-month-old because it'll end up being a size 6 months. So that's the best way to... So what we're going to do now we have to slip stitch this together. So you're going to take it so your right end, which if you go by this here, and that's to the left-hand side, that's your right-hand side. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring those together. You're going to kind of flip this over with right sides together, and you're going to slip stitch across. I'm just going to slip stitch those 2 ends together as such. And that is our waist. My yarn was cut off because I was showing it for that, but your yarn generally wouldn't be cut off anyway. You could continue with this. But that's your waist. And once we turn it inside out, you don't see your waistline or where you sewed it up. So now we're going to switch to our size 4mm hook. And with the same color, with the same color, yours is already attached so you don't have to worry about it. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to single crochet 50 stitches across. What you're basically going to do is you're just going to single crochet in the top of each of the previous rows. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now, I'm going to take that back out because before we join, we're going to take our white, our third color, because your other two colors are basically your main ones. So we're going to join that. We're going to slip stitch to your very first stitch. Chain one. I'm going to snip my other color. And what we're going to do here now is we were going to half double crochet in each stitch around. And this is basically row 2. I don't count the ribbing. I mean, the ribbing has 50 rows of itself. But then when we did our first row around the ribbing, that's where we'll start our count for our actual pants themselves. So this is considered row 2, which was going to give us, whoops, I might be wrong here. Yes. Oh, I was thinking of the sweater, never mind. So yes, you're going to do 50 stitches around. I done a sweater sleeve, that's why I was like, no, the second row is, I'm all over the place. And I hope everybody had a great Christmas, a happy and safe New Year. Hard to believe it's 2022. It's just kind of wow. Crazy. And again, if you're just learning to crochet and you're trying to do my videos, there's some that I do by the hands, but I just find it so boring that way, not being able to talk and to converse with people. Well, not that I'm actually conversing, but you know what I mean. I might start doing them live. I think if I did them live, it would probably last longer. I wouldn't get maybe cut off. But for whatever reason, my phone, the last minute or two keeps seeming to cut off. But we'll see how this goes. So now that we get to the end of that, that's going to be 50 stitches. Once again, we are going to switch to the other color of brown. So I did the dark mocha for the ribbing, and now I'm going to the coffee brown. We're going to add that color in. We're going to slip stitch, and away we go. I'm going to cut that end off, and you can sew these ends in right now if you'd like, or wait, completely up to you. So now what we're going to do is we are going to half double crochet 50 stitches around. And with the power of, I've already done it, you're going to do this from 2 to 10 rows. If you find that's too short, I only go by the measurements because I don't have any little babies anymore. And my grandchildren, unfortunately, my youngest is 10 months, but they don't live anywhere near me. I use measuring charts, and I've been making and selling baby clothes forever, and they're all correct. So, and I think from the waist to the crotch area for 0 to 3 months is 5 inches you're supposed to have. But again, if you're making it and it's a bigger baby, or you want to, just measure it. So with the power of technology, I've already gone ahead and done my 10 rows. And that is what it looks like so far. Mind you, it is different colors on this one than I did that one. So that was my my 10 rows, and now what I'm doing is I'm just going to finish up that 10th row, I believe. Let's see. So this is my 10th row. On your 11th row, and of course you have the 50 stitches. So on the 11th row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On the 11th row, what you're going to do is half double crochet 25. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now, like I said, if you want to make more rows to make it longer, by all means make it longer. But for 0 to 3 months, that is enough for the top part. So once you do your 25 half double crochets, you're going to go over to your very first stitch of that row, and you're going to slip stitch into it and chain 1. And see how it kind of separates them. So for this row here, my cat is sitting all on my pattern. Get down, Chansey. So what we're going to do is for 8 rows, we're going to half double crochet around those 25 stitches. So 4. And I got to add more yarn. My cat has to come right over here. He sits on all my stuff. He has to be wherever I'm at. Seventeen, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, and that's row 2. So 6 more to go. Kind of hard doing this because I got nothing. I can't sit back, got nothing to hold it on to. Yeah, I wish I lived closer to my grandbabies. One day, I'll get back there by them. Due to Corona, kind of makes it hard for anybody to see their loved ones, especially if you don't live in the same province or if you're in the States, same state. Sew those ends a little later in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. So that's 6. 2 more to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is the last row. Then we're going to start shaping it and putting the cuff on it, the ribbed cuff. And if you wanted to make this even smaller, like for a newborn, or a preemie, just instead of using the 4 here, use a size 3.5 hook for the pants. A lot of patterns, it's just a matter of changing your hook size, especially with baby patterns and stuff. So that is row 8 of the leg. So 1 to 8 is basically half double crocheting around those 25 stitches. Row 9, we're going to half double crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to half double crochet 2 together. And we're going to basically do that all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half double crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 5. And we're going to half double crochet in the last stitches. Join and a chain 1. For row 10, we are going to half double crochet 2, and that row 9, will give you 22 stitches. So for row 10, we're going to half double crochet 2, and we're going to half double crochet 2 together. And we're going to again do that all the way around. So half double crochet 2, half double crochet 2 together. Half double crochet 2, half double crochet 2 together. And do that all the way around. Crochet those last 2, join, slip stitch, chain 1. And that was row 10. For row 10, you should have 19 stitches. For row 11, you're going to half double crochet around in each stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I get the wrong count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How do I get that? I messed up something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So maybe I just have my stitch count off. 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet 2, half double crochet. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, how embarrassing is that? But I got that. That pattern's been on there forever and nobody's ever told me that that stitch count was wrong. How embarrassing. So anyway, we're going to continue. 17 stitches. And for row 11 and 13, we're going to just half double crochet around those 17 stitches, not 19. I'm amazed that nobody ever said anything. So that is 11. That's 11. 11, 12, and one more would make a 13. For row 14, first we're going to join white, attach white at this point for row 14. and we are going to chain 2 on row 14. And we are going to front post, double crochet. The next stitch we are going to back post, double crochet, and we're going to do that all the way around, going back and forth between front post double crochet and back post double crochet. And at the end of row 14, we are going to fasten off the white and then untouch that too, and we're going to add the coffee color. And row 15 and 16, we're going to do exactly what we just did. We're going to do a front post and a back post. All the way around. Normally I would weave those in as I go because it makes it much easier. But for right now, I'm not going to bother. So tuck those in. And we're going to join with a slip stitch. We're going to do one more row of front post double crochet, back post double crochet. And it's not exactly the ribbon kind of, I do that too, but for this here I just really like this kind of effect with switching the colors too. It looks super cute as opposed to just a plain ribbing. So, and it's leaves it more open, or a bigger space for the baby's tootsies to get in and put his feet down through. And we're going to join with a slip stitch, and we're going to do one single crochet in each stitch around. This is so dang cute. They'd be cute too with little suspenders. We're going to cut that off. So, this is what they look like. I mean, how cute are they? Seriously, how cute are those? So for the second leg, you're basically going to do the exact same thing you did for this one. You're going to join in the next stitch where you left off. You're going to do a half double crochet of 25 around. You're going to join to that first stitch again, And you're going to follow the pattern the exact same way you did for this one. When you are starting the second leg, I would suggest leaving a tail when you join. And remember to go back because there will be a little gap right there in the center. So go back and make sure you sew that up. Sew all your ends in, and oops, those are the little pants for the sweater set. And again, you can make them any colors you want or anything. So that is for the pants, and I will get the hat one done up here soon, along with the sweater one. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I wish you all a happy New Year's. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.